Here are the IFCPF Men's European Championships, and there are 3 games on the docket. After England defeated Northern Ireland by 10 goals to 0 yesterday, it's 2 other of the more local nations who will go blow for blow this afternoon. Scotland and Ireland will take to the pitch and face off against one another in the first game of 3. It's going to be a very busy afternoon and early evening here in the Midlands. There is a lot of football to go at, with the Netherlands and Germany to square off at 4 o'clock, and then the World Cup finalists and reigning European champions in Ukraine to play against the Spanish to round out match day 2. First game then in Group B in this tournament. Ireland and Scotland are part of that group. Very interesting to see how this all goes. We're almost in readiness. The Irish team having mascots today to walk out with. We'll talk a little bit more about them in a moment. So we are getting ready for the starting lineups to be read out over the tannoy, which we will get now.
As we are waiting for the teams to walk up onto the pitch, we have our starting 7s, starting with Ireland. We have number 1, Sean Daly, number 2, Conor Halpin, number 3, Joseph Markey, number 6, Ryan Nolan, number 7, James Bateman, number 10, Dylan Sheridan, number 11, Warren Morrissey. Now for Scotland's starting 7, we have Christopher Moore as number 1, number 5, Matthew Wynne, number 8, Jamie Mitchell, number 3, Martin Hickman, number 11, Kerr Mackenzie, Mark Robinson as number 7, number 10, Dean Thornton.
So there are teams for you, which we will talk a little bit more about due time. Scotland and Ireland are making their way onto the pitch here at Loughborough University. Those Irish mascots from the CP Development Academy in Dublin, 10 of the 14 in the senior Irish squad have hailed from that academy, so an opportunity for the future to meet the present as we will get set for the national anthems of Ireland and Scotland.
Now, as a sign of respect, we will be playing the team's national anthems. Here is the Scottish national anthem. Now, the Irish national anthem.
Passion on the pitch and passion in the stands already as these two relatively near neighbours set to put aside any personal friendships and for an hour or so compete for their country in the quest for 3 points. To those teams again, and there is a fair bit of news and a fair bit of representation from that CP Development Academy. In the senior team for Ireland, in goal is number 1, Sean Daly. 2, it's a first competitive tournament start for number 2, Connor Halpin. Number 3 is Joseph Markey. Number 6, Ryan Nolan. 7 is James Bateman. 10, Dylan Sheridan. And number 11 is Warren Morrissey on the bench for the Irish. 13, Matthew Orton. 14, Mark McGrath, as a couple of the new players that are in. Carl McKee is number 4, Darren Martin number 5, 8 is Jake Hannon, 9 Jack O'Sullivan, and 12 is William Carr. Scottish teams come up on the screen now as well. The squad, at least in the team, is number 1, Chris Moore in goal. Number 3 is Martin Hickman. 5, Matthew Wynn. Number 7, Mark Robertson. Number 8 is Jamie Mitchell. Number 10 is Dean Thornton. And 11 is Kurt McKenzie on the bench for Scotland. 21 is Jamie Kelly, the backup goalkeeper. 2 is Blair Glynn. 4, John McFarlane. 9 is Luke Vosper. And number 12 is James McAlpine. Our referee for this one, as he was last night in the opening game of the tournament between England and Northern Ireland, is Keith Stroud.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, come on!
Opening game of Group B. And there is a fair bit to like about the potential matchup here. Ireland in all green and Scotland in the slightly lighter blue than customary. It's their away kit. But it will be Dylan Sheridan to get us off and away. First kick of the football for match day 2 is not far away. And it is Ireland's premier marksman who will get us off and going. So, 2 nations who have been pioneers of this sport for a fair while. They've recently fallen on slightly tougher times in terms of their results and whatnot, but chance for them to put that right here as Robertson looks to get Scotland moving. He's prodded up towards Dean Thornton, but he couldn't keep hold of it. What a moment for Connor Halpin, the young defender. His first start for Ireland. Played at the World Cup, but all of his appearances came off the bench. Was really impressive in that World Cup. Connor Halpin played every match as the first shot in anger goes just wide. And Nolan trying to insert himself. Scotland try and play out from the back. It was an interesting decision to go back to Chris Moore. Lifted on by Mitchell. Down the Scotland right. Hickman was wanted, but the Golden Boot winner from last year's World Championships couldn't do much with that. It's a goal kick for Ireland. These 2 countries have loyal and true fan bases, and a fair few of those have turned up today. A lot of those mascots mentioned earlier from the CP Development Academy flown in from Dublin this morning. They're on a flight at 6 o'clock. We're about to wake up fairly earlier than that. So they are well represented today. 10 of the 14 in the senior squad have been through that particular system. Dylan Sharon tried to hold it up. Wynn took it off him. Got by Nolan. Matthew Wynn was forced to check as Nolan got back on terms and he was robbed of it by Markey. So an Irish counter-punch to follow, not in the immediate sense. Nolan. Markey twirling back on himself. The Ireland captain, Sheridan, with a first-time ball. Looked smart on the eye. James Bateman got it off his toes by Hickman and out of play for a throw. Good start here for Ireland, who would come into this game as the favourites, one would think. They're inside the box. Trying to get involved was Bateman. Again, the Scottish rear guard standing tall.
I'm on thrower.
Foul throw by Kerr McKenzie.
Green throw, please.
And we'll have possession back.
Green throw up here, please. Up here, yeah? It's got to hit the floor by a metre, yeah? Well done.
Warren Morrissey to take this. And short for Nolan. Thornton stopped just on halfway by Nolan. Wide right for Warren Morrissey. Sends it into the middle, all the way to Sheridan. Tried to cut across the ball and flashed it wide, but Ireland are playing some lovely stuff early. They're playing some glorious stuff. They can do when they get the chance and want to build on it. Bateman, Sheridan, edge of the box. Tried to get it to a more central spot. Held back. Nolan blocked and sliced away for an Ireland corner. Tidy this from the Irish. Paul Smith and Mick Doyle in that dugout would be very happy with what they've seen so far. Sheridan short. Bateman to give it him back. Left-footed and in and almost flicked on by Nolan at the front post. Pouched by Moore, who looks to send Scotland away. McKenzie brought down, not fouled. He's straight back to his feet and straight back doing the defending. He'll have to be. Helped out as Sheridan was blocked off by Wynn. It was forced back. Nolan. Wynn got a little bit unlucky. Or Hickman it was, who was in the road. Pardon me. Markey up for Sheridan, who held it up well. Too close to his body. Nolan, Bateman, Morrissey. A nice ball roll inside the D. Now a direct avenue to goal. Scotland are very well drilled and they'll have to be, particularly with how the early few minutes have gone. Halpin, rode the challenge, Connor Halpin! Straight at Moore. Yard either side, he might have been in business. Connor Halpin was the youngest player in the World Cup squad in Salau for Ireland. Now has some experience under his belt. Another man with plenty of experience under his belt is Mark Robertson, who's just winning back for Scotland. Wynn, the skipper of that successful Scotland team in Salau last year. Wanted Hickman, never got to him. And here go the Irish again. Morrissey with a good run. He's pushed a little bit wider than he would have hoped. Right-footed ball is blocked by Wynn and behind for another set piece. There is a bit to like if you're a fan of Ireland right about now. Dylan Sheridan will take this. Grab the 5 goals in the World Cup last year. 3 goals in 3 games at the last Euros 2 years ago. Sent in, back post, Nolan is there. Still is bobbling around. Markey slipped at the wrong time. And in his follow through, brought down Martin Hickman, and Scotland have got away with one. Scotland trying to go on the right, but Hickman again unable to reel it in. Bit of surprise that these teams have only met once before. It was a 4-1 win for Ireland at the 2023 Euros. Martin Hickman, the lone scorer for Scotland. Luke Evans had a double for the Irish that day. Gary Messett and Owen Nolan were the Irish scorers as Markey helped it on. Wynn electing not to leave it for his goalkeeper. It was a corner that looked rather preventable, but maybe a better safe than sorry approach. Scotland's more experienced heads. The corner from Nolan. Back towards halfway for Morrissey, who is in a fair bit of space. Back for Nolan. Twisting on a dime was Bateman, or at least trying to. It'd be pulled back here for an Ireland free kick, as Nolan was bundled over. Nolan stands over this, has the option short if he wants. Goes to Markey, who was charging onto it. It's on target, but Wynn dealt with it. Mitchell does well to win a throw off Dylan Sheridan.
Go on. Pick up 7 there, Joe. Don't take that through. Okay now. It's okay. Go on. Sorry, you've got back left. Oh, no, yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you. You need to show Sparky. He's not going to throw that far. Okay, on the floor. Make sure it's low. Good. Well done there. Play. Stop hold.
Scotland working themselves into a corner. Ball going in short. They've got a goal kick out of it, but put themselves into a bit of a tough position there, with the fact that Mackenzie really had no presentable options to roll it into. He's got it here, controlled that one well on the bounce, ball's distribution. Got the option left, Robertson inside the box, rolls it across, 1-0. Against the run of play, Dean Thornton opens Scotland's accounts. Now isn't that a sucker punch for the Irish? Dominating the play, dominating the ball, but not dominating on the scoreboard. Good play from Robertson, rolled it square, and Thornton tapped into the unguarded goal for 1-0. Well, that provoke an Irish response? Might be an immediate one. Nolan in! Shouts for a spot kick, and they will be waved away. Ryan Nolan stretched every sinew to try and get a toe on it. And in trying to thwart him, Moore tried to stay big, and there was a question as to whether the Scotland goalkeeper fouled the Irishman in the box there, but nothing doing.
What would you say if I said
Mitchell, blocked by Morrissey, only into the path of Robertson for Scotland. Hickman looking for the 1-2. Markey covered it off. And very astutely saw the ball over. Good to see Sean Daly back in the fold. Broke his arm in the opening game of the World Cup last year in Spain against Germany in the 2-1 defeat. Didn't play again in that tournament. And as such, this is his first competitive game back. Best part of 8 months. Sent it towards Sheridan. To his side was Bateman, Hickman back to his keeper, and he sent away.
He's thrown it, he's thrown it! Mark him, front of him! Stop! Back it up! Yeah, where you are, let's go! Stay on!
oh yes, I
Sorry, man!
it was different than
Up you go! Mother, you need to take Ryan! Go back!
Nolan again. Keeping it on his right. Sheridan. Shown the right side, he's cut it back. Morrissey was going off target. Bateman kept it in. The back flick was very quickly thought of, but bleeding too much. There's hope in the stands from an Irish point of view, despite the way the scoreline sits. Travelled almost halfway through the half.
I agree. Yeah.
I dare say it's
His reaction time.
maybe not the scoreline that the game might have if it was played another 100 times, but it's the one we have right now. Robertson. Scotland looking to build on what they have, and Hickman was making the run, but couldn't be picked out by Jamie Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Mackenzie, with the ball stuck under his feet and never really recovered, was then robbed of it by Morrissey. Mackenzie kept him honest and did well.
Is it on?
Two of the young stars in their respective teams.
Back in, please.
We have to.
Both with the 11s on their backs.
Yeah, Roger, let's go. People half and half.
Bateman. Morrissey to try and float one in. Mitchell back there for Scotland. Man from Livingston. Scored a goal in that 4-0 win in the final of the Northern Ireland, the World Champs last year. As Robertson went in, fouled his man, but play will go on. Here's Dylan Sheridan on his left. Oh, what a save by Chris Moore. That is a sterling stop. And there might be some more on the end of that challenge. It was Robertson in on Markey, and Mark Robertson's gone into the book for that. First card of the game and of the tournament. There wasn't any brandish last night. Bit of treatment here for Markey. Just forward of halfway. And from Monaghan, the captain for Ireland was taken off, but he's quickly back on. He's the only man from County Monaghan in the team. He's representing his county as captain on the European stage, and back on the ball here. Win, too much on it for Mackenzie.
Press them down, Kel! Press them down! Steady, steady. Keep back. Keep back. Good, Dino. Good, Dino.
Ireland trying to play it around all points of the compass. They've been caught out. And recovering Daly. He had to stop Thornton from notching a brace. Morrissey taking over from Nolan. Bateman loses it. Hickman, well thwarted then by Joe Markey, who looks north, charging to space. Lateral for Morrissey. And Ireland can't get much going. Despite having the large majority of the ball, they are having trouble breaking Scotland down, and I suppose that's one of the benefits. There are a lot of them when you go 1-0 up. You have more of a license to sit back and be tough to break down if you wish.
Lionel, you see that? Don't be afraid to make the decision. Now you go. It's on. Yeah, now we're playing. Now you have that.
Look at that tangle of legs. Scotland have got a ball in from the side coming here. Mitchell. Robertson pointed initially by Markey. Eventually it's off the lower leg of Thornton and behind for a goal kick. Just under 21 gone. Ireland 0, Scotland 1. Second meeting competitively between these two nations. Sloppy then from Moore, and there is frustration brewing. in the Scotland ranks. Despite the lead, with absolutely everything going on right now. Markey shifted wide. Markey getting it back. Elected not to have a shot from there. Nolan trying to work a yard, sends it forward. Morrissey, good first touch. The second slightly let him down. Couldn't then win a corner off Kerr McKenzie. McKenzie sent on by Mitchell. Great ball, great first touch, McKenzie, and stopped by Daly. As far as Hickman, whose first time shot was well away from where he wanted it to be. Great communication though from Mitchell. And then went in to try and win it off Nolan, but lost his footing. McKenzie trying to get a challenge in. Nolan went by him, and his shot, a rasping drive, might have been going off target, but not to know Christopher Moore, who made the save regardless. It's a tough one for a goalkeeper, that, because if it was heading off target, it was only just off target, and I suppose you're not to know, particularly from where he was, with no one behind him, of course, to tell him where it was going. Well defended, Kerr McKenzie. Had a play for a throw.
Fucking press him! Can't go there, go there. Marlon, what can you do? Marlon! Get number 6.
Ireland trying to build with 5.5 to play in the opening half an hour. Started really well and want to try and get something here. The cross from Nolan was a fizzer, but couldn't quite meet the head of Sheridan, who is the man you'd want to find. By his goal record, Dylan Sheridan, how good he's been. He's up near the top of the list for Euros Golden Boot all time, if you like. He won a Golden Boot, shared it with Harry Baker of England with 7 in 2018, only the 2 in 2023. Markey doing well to keep it in, adjacent to the byline. Mitchell, Bateman back in to get into a challenge. McKenzie, forward for Hickman, who was unopposed for a moment there, then couldn't keep the ball away from the Irish defence, backtracking his Kerr. Well to put some perceived pressure on Warren Morrissey. Ireland still able to keep it, but not for much longer. Let's go back to kind of helping though. Possession surrendered by the Irish. Bateman losing it to Hickman. On for Thornton, playing high. No offsides in cerebral palsy football if you're just joining us for the first time. So Dean Thornton allowed to take up that position and be within the laws of the game. showing signs. Mitchell, was he clipped? Answers no, they'd play the advantage anyway. The original foul. And Robertson. Robertson ushered on, but losing it to Ryan Nolan, who's been impressive so far for Ireland. Mackenzie is just sorting something out within his boot. It might be the small black bits in the shoes. Of course, when you play on AstroTurf, anyone who's played on AstroTurf will know that feeling of getting those little things stuck inside your shoes. They can be painful. Mitchell on for Martin Hickman. Going down was Daly. Perhaps very thankful of the intervention by a teammate ahead of him, behind for a corner. And with less than 2 to play in the opening half an hour, 2 30-minute halves in cerebral palsy football, of course, Scotland are looking the more likely to grow their lead than Ireland are to restoring parity at the moment. Hickman with a bit of curve. Didn't clear the front post. He'll get another go at it. To Hickman as they tried a short corner routine that didn't end up working. Drilled by Nolan to the foot of Halpin, who had to win it back after it went away from him. Sheridan trying to break clear of Wynne. Halpin forward here for Ireland. It's got to go to Halpin. And for Morrissey, another good stop. And the recovery good too from Moore. He's had a good half, Christopher Moore. Into his first tournament in 2019 as a 15-year-old. Turned 21 earlier this year. So even despite his relatively youthful age, he's played plenty of football for his country. From Sterling. Cowie, if you want to be more specific. Wynne wanted to switch. Mitchell was frustrated that the ball didn't go to him and then had to turn his back quickly. Hickman, again Thornton, the deepest player forward for Scotland. As we're into 1 minute of added time at the end of the opening half an hour. Can Ireland, at the very last, find an answer? Bateman, watched all the way by Jamie Mitchell. Nolan, Markey advancing. He was fouled. And his frustration evidenced. He stuck out a hand with Jamie Mitchell, who immediately apologised. You can understand why he was frustrated though, because it looked like the shooting chance was coming there. One will come here instead. Nolan over it, as is Dylan Sheridan. 2 in the wall for the Scots. Hickman and Robertson are those 2. Never a bad time to score. This would be a brilliant one from an Ireland point of view. It'll be Dylan Sheridan, left-footed, into the wall. We'll get it back and shoot and fire wide, and that will be the half. Ireland dominated the play early, but that didn't phase Scotland, who found the opener. It was really good build-up play down the Scotland left, and it was rolled across for Dean Thornton to tap into an unguarded goal. And from then, while they've been troubled and whatever else, Scotland, they haven't seen their defences breached. At half-time here at Loughborough University, it is Ireland 0, Scotland 1. And welcome back to Loughborough University. It's match day 2 at the 2025 IFCPF Men's European Championships. And it is Scotland who lead Ireland by 1-0. That goal provided by Dean Thornton, who tapped into an empty net to give his country the lead. They have not relinquished to present.
He might have not had the spasticity score, but he's had the surgery because he had that buildup spasticity. He can't strengthen it the same way. He'll weaken it instead of.
But to watch then in this second half of football. Scotland who will set the scene, or will Ireland manage to find a way back? We'll find out over the next half an hour. Scotland losing rather handily. The only match they've ever played against against Ireland, rather, against the Irish, 4-1. With additions to go, and they're trying to keep the impeccable run going. Here's Kerr Mackenzie though down the Scotland left. Blocked by Conor Halpin, making his first start for Ireland today, and it's a great ball forward for Sheridan, who tried to trap it. He left a foot in on Jamie Mitchell. And that is a Scotland free kick. And a booking for Dylan Sheridan. The Irish fans behind the fence not too happy about it. Second booking of the game.
So, don't rely on bring your own people.
It's a bit crash and bash and a little bit rash as well. Keith Stroud just laying down the letter of the law.
Probably a good idea. They had none in the shots we went into.
The attempt would have been to win the ball. There was no malice in it at all. But sometimes even those challenges that aren't with ill intent still have to be punished to a certain degree. Hickman working here with Mitchell. Martin Hickman, a clever nutmeg on Halpin. Maybe would have been slightly clever if he hadn't have given himself too much work to do in running it down again.
Let's go. So we've got at the back, we've got same top ball. 5, 8, 3, 10, 7, and 11. Same. Scotland. 7, 6, 2,
Thornton, shoulder to shoulder with Halpin, corner.
same. No change.
Two arms aloft for Hickman. Left-footed, spoon to the back post. Mackenzie to working across that was blocked. Mitchell to shoot. Keep it down. He's a fair bit frustrated with himself, and then shared a joke with referee Keith Stroud. He's almost back in the game there.
Stand up, get your arms off.
Ireland rolled in, as you can do with CP football, by Markey towards Bateman, who kept hold. Sheridan. That was sorted out rather strongly by Scotland and by Mark Robertson. His touch was the definitive one in sending that one out of play. With the Scotland substitutes warming up, Will Graham, recently into the world of cerebral palsy football, is one of them. Towards Sheridan, and he's back to goal, no foul, and some more ball in hand. Back to Sheridan, who's leading the line for the Irish. Rolls his man, Dylan Sheridan rolls it back. Here's Nolan, shoots, and it's well charged down. Jamie Mitchell in the right place. Bateman.
Wrong side.
Down the Irish left. Hickman slipped. Lost his bearings. Markey showed too much of it to Robertson, who went sliding in. Nolan. Sheridan. Bateman. And back for Ireland's number 10. It's that final ball Ireland are tending to struggle with so far. Okay, Mackenzie back in for Scotland. And foul, James Bateman. Applause from Billy McAdam, the Scotland head coach, towards his number 11. Sheridan laid it off, Bateman almost in. Hickman with a crucial intervention to stop him. On to Nolan, back from Bateman. His shot blocked off the back of Hickman. Nolan trying to plot a way through, Hickman with a foot in. Markey, with pressure on him from Dean Thornton, the Scotland goal scorer. Helping into space and up and over halfway. Nolan went over, no foul. Had gone behind despite Chris Moore's best efforts to prevent the corner. Nolan, back post ball, too tall for Markey.
Here, look, here! Joe! Joe, keep on! Screen, Joe, screen! Look, look! On it! Hey! On your left now, Joe! Good, Sparky. Aye, what's there? Aye,
Win. Nolan playing Sheridan through, in behind, Dylan Sheridan. Back on terms was Wynne. He was able to close Sheridan down, and the shot was superbly repelled by Moore. What a game he's playing in between the sticks for Scotland. Looked like one apiece for a split second there, but Christopher Moore had other ideas. Markey to tee one up from distance. That will trouble the Scotland keeper. On the way out from the back. Skewed long by Moore, which will work. Sheridan to take it down, to shoot, and again well stopped. The man from Stirling has been Stirling. Down the line ball for Kerr McKenzie. Hickman working space for a shot. Markey blocking it. There was appeals for a back pass, which, from my opinion at least, would have been ridiculously harsh and not given by referee Keith Stroud. Infield from Bateman, on towards Dylan Sheridan. The answers again, Chris Moore. He's in the squad for the recent friendlies that Scotland played against England back in March. Won one of those games as well. Won one, lost one. Well played by Nolan down the island right. Sheridan in the play that Ireland have been looking for. He chops and keeps it on his left, but run out of it in the end. Ireland come again through Markey. Over to Bateman, and the whistle has gone. Keith Stroud just checking things. There's a free kick coming here for Ireland. Or is it a drop ball perhaps? It's gone off Keith Stroud. And so it'll be a drop ball rather than a free kick. Ball hit Keith Stroud and Ireland can keep hold. To Sheridan again. Bateman making the run off him. It was an intelligent run, but Hickman sorting that out. Kick and rush showing successful from Wynn. Nolan, edge of the box. Nolan off the post. Still there, and again off the post. Second time from Markey. Anguish for all the Irish in the stands. How is it not one apiece? They are coming closer and closer still. Still haven't got the answer yet. The replay might be good to see how close this was. The curling effort was almost exquisite from Nolan. Almost getting the ball to talk all the way, and it was a tough angle for Markey to deal with. Hickman and for Thornton. Neither teams use their bench as of yet. That will change. Scotland will make a double switch at the competitive international debut for Will Graham coming as barged over there was Robertson. No foul. Sheridan rolling it in behind. Nolan, a real chance! There's one on each. And relief for so many clad in green. Dylan Sheridan has been the outball for most of this game. He provided a perfect one for the running Ryan Nolan to level the game. What a super Ireland goal. And what a much needed Ireland goal it was too. They are going through all of the emotions at the moment. And those changes, Billy McAdam would have been hoping they'd have been making a couple of switches into a game that was at 1-0. That won't be the case. It'll be at 1-1 instead, and Logan Smith is on here for Scotland. Was slated in the team guides and whatever that were given that he was going to be wearing 14. He's in 18 instead. And here's a competitive debut for Will Graham, who had a brain injury while playing Lone League football in Scotland a few years back. He has played at the top level of Scottish football, 3 appearances in the Scottish Premiership for Kilmarnock. He's playing for Hertford United when he suffered a brain aneurysm back in the June of 2022. And he was part of the squad that played the English in those 2 friendlies earlier in the year, but this is a competitive debut for him, for his country. In the rugby cap, so he's easy to spot. Scotland's number 6. Logan Smith, by the way, a man from Dalkeith. He's played futsal in and around those parts too. Mitchell outside of the foot, wanting Smith, who got something on it. Officials look at one another, it's a goal kick. Nolan for Sheridan. Bateman down the left. The ball was brilliant. James Bateman for Ireland. Moore was down early. Was able to make the stop. Smith. Graham to tee it up! It's glorious! Glorious from Graham! His first competitive appearance for Scotland is one that is crowned with a goal. That is about as good as it gets. Welcome to international football. And Ireland have to go again. Smith went in on Bateman. How incredible was that? The man who made his debut for Kilmarnock in the Scottish Premiership at Celtic Park. So he's played in some big grounds on some big occasions, has stood up to the occasion here. Daly put under pressure.
Wow, that's shite. Come on, Will! Catch up again. Come on. Now go. More of Joe. Stay on 7. Stay on 7. Step. Let it go.
Connor Halpin. Rolling forward, it's snuffed out by Mitchell. Jamie Mitchell was looking for Kurt McKenzie, who couldn't get there. Man who made 3 appearances at the World Champs last year in Salau. Successful tournament for Scotland and for Billy McAdam, and he's looking to keep the momentum rolling here. Sheridan to take it down. Will Graham was back on the scene there for Scotland, but it's out of play off him for a throw. And Warren Morrissey was about to take that throw about a mile further forward from when the ball went out of play. Keith Stroud was aware to it. The Island fans probably wishing that he wasn't. Nolan gave it away. Kerr McKenzie presented it back to him. Lifted in and well played by Moore. I'll tell you what, if Scotland end up winning this game, they've got him to thank for a large majority of it. Mitchell helping on. Graham again. Could he find a second? Space closed down, but he's won the corner. Less than 10 to play in the hour. Ireland 1, Scotland 2 in the opening game of Group B. It is a packed group. Netherlands and Germany are the other 2 teams in it. They'll play later on this afternoon in a wonderful watch, we think. We certainly hope so. Graham in the meantime with the Scotland corner. Combining with Kerr McKenzie and almost finding the near post. Ireland's work fraught with danger. Markey ran into Graham, was able to keep it up towards Dylan Sheridan. Can he roll his man? He clattered into Mitchell, who sprung up after going down. Bateman, can he roll it in behind? Morrissey was right. It's gone left to Sheridan instead. First touch was enterprising. He's rolled it back, and it's sliced wide. Morrissey was in position 1A. It looked all set up. James Bateman was making the run towards goal 2. It didn't happen for the Irish there. How good has Will Graham been since he's come on? Charges down the left and was brought down by Markey. Appears to be okay, does Will Graham, which is a good sign. Free kick here, which Kerr McKenzie stands over for Scotland. It's right-footed and never looked like troubling Sean Daly in the Ireland goal. And the Irish are going to their reinforcements. James Bateman, 17-year-old, comes off, and some experience to replace him in 27-year-old Carl McKee. The 2016 Paralympic Games for Ireland did Carl McKee. Spent some time with Swords Manor in local circles. Markey. Graham can drive into space left behind. Thornton up with him. So they'll take this on, Will Ireland. Sheridan. Turn was good initially, but it was well played by Wynn to stunt him in the end. Halpin. Getting a claw to it. Chris Moore, who just had to be short. Chance for Morrissey, who lunged in. And there will be a card here. It'll be yellow. There was a slight split second there where I wonder if the punishment might have been more severe the way of Warren Morrissey, but it's yellow and not red. Won the ball back off Logan Smith and instructing to try and keep it off Mitchell. He left a foot in. Looked initially like his foot might have been off the ground, but by the by now. Just a reminder too that you can watch all the games of the IFCPF Men's Euros and IFCPF Women's Intercontinental Cup, if I can get my words out, on the IFCPF YouTube channel. Follow along on the IFCPF socials at FCPF to keep across both tournaments. Plenty of ways to follow both of these tournaments. And you'll want to, I promise you. So much good football left to be played. All set long. Markey across to help out. Scotland third would most likely kill the game off, you'd think. Graham, Mitchell wanted Graham back, but he was never getting there. Mitchell over towards us here. Logan Smith, by the way, actually has got the 12 on the front of his shirt and the 18 on his back. It was James McAlpine who was originally listed as a number 12. But in any case, McKee. Back from Halpin. Central, Sheridan, Morrissey, Dylan Sheridan wouldn't sit for him. Had to work to get it back. Work to shots would have been brilliant. But he wasn't allowed all the space that he wanted. And time is really becoming the enemy for Ireland now. What a great first touch by Graham. Tried to move it on for Smith. And then bumped into Carl McKee. Great again by Graham in the challenge. He moves on, shoots across goal, and wasn't far away from sealing the game. Jamie Mitchell wanting some support from the Scots in the stands. They're close to what would be a great win. McKee, Halpin, back for McKee. We're into the final minutes of the hour. It's swung in. Sheridan couldn't get there. Smith, after Wynn headed away. I think Logan Smith might have lost a shin pad. And as the eyes turn to fourth official, who today is Scott Henry. How many minutes will be up on his board? Ireland will be hoping for a lofty number with the way the game sits now. Smith to try and get clear for Scotland. There is 5 minutes at the end of the hour. 5 minutes for Ireland to try and find something. Probably not a number that Scotland are happy with. Halpin on the right. Morrissey. Of course, it was a 2-1 loss to start the World Cup campaign for Ireland against Germany. Halpin trying to find a way past Kurt McKenzie. Did that, but couldn't then get by Mitchell. Almost with disdain clattered that well into touch. Oh, Halpin into the box. Sheridan on the turn! Dylan Sheridan with his say! It was absolutely wonderfully done. Back to goal, rolled his man, found the corner, and it's 2 each. And there is time enough for a winner. 3.5 minutes. Is there a team good enough to steal 3 points here? Graham, he thought he was a hero. He might yet be. That might have been on target. It was blocked. Smith to pick it back up. Wanted a run at Morrissey. Now had McKee for company. There was 5 minutes added on. We've gone through 2.25 of those. So nearly halfway through the added time at the end of the second half. Graham with the short corner, got it back and tried to work it into the box. Halpin to send away, wanted Sheridan, who couldn't find a way in behind with the ball. Wynn. McKenzie. Sent out wide from Mitchell to Smith. Kurt McKenzie couldn't get over the top of it. Ball on towards Halpin, who couldn't get there. Down for Logan Smith. Mitchell. Will Graham. Can he work space for a shot? It was blocked. Corner with 50 seconds to play. Corner taken short. Graham went over. He was fouled and the yellow card will come out. Carl McKee is down stricken, but he'll be booked still.
He wants two on the wall now!
And so there is a Scotland free kick. McKee, after being booked, will go off. Ireland, for now at least, are a man light. Can Scotland find a goal here that would surely give them all of the spoils? Matthew Wynne over the free kick, over the top. Check of the watch, and that might be it, and it is. Really good game of football, that. 2-2 the final scoreline. Dylan Sheridan with a goal and an assist. A wonderful moment at the end to take a point for Ireland. Looked all the way through like Scotland would win it. They led through the majority of the first half. The first goal in the game going the way of Dean Thornton. There was a leveller in the second half. It was brilliant from Sheridan to set free Ryan Nolan, who made it one each. Will Graham scored his first competitive goal for Scotland with a brilliant drive into the top left corner before Dylan Sheridan, after his assist, got a goal with a wonderful finish to make it 2 each. Full time here at Loughborough University in game 1 of day 2. It has finished. Ireland 2, Scotland 2. Have we got a third one for... Two, so we'll give that one to...
Putting that picture on WhatsApp day.
It was actually safe. Okay.
I was just,
We came in for mistake.
you come in yes, but
We came in.
I'm not bad, I'm not bad.
We came in the gate.
This is my mother.
Nice to meet you.
And we came in and turned and went to about trying to took the wrong turn.
Aye.
And I sat
I'm Linda.
I'll do that as well.
And it's too busy shooting back. Aye.
But we were in that hotel with Dublin, like,
Can see
so just go there for
they can have that one. But,
oh, right.
but aye.
Oh, that was
So I was sitting next to the other gym, the goalkeeper, and I was like, if he just shot up and done the job. I thought he's celebrating it and everything. I'm just like, aye.
Here with our IFCPF Capelli man of the match in Dylan Sheridan. You're not giving away the parental duties right about now, which is a brilliant scene for you, but that goal right at the last to take a point for your country, how did you see that?
I think it's going to be a big goal for us throughout the tournament. You know, losing the first game, we seen it last year against Germany. It's difficult to come back from that, having to go and win your last 2 games. So it could be a massive goal for us, but Scotland were a very good side. They're very tough, and I felt it was a very even game.
Absolutely, it was a wonderful game of football. You're seen, I think, by your Irish teammates and players as the man to look for. You're furthest forward in attack. You're always making those runs in behind, but you had to play the ball to Ryan Nolan for the first goal for Ireland today. Brilliant ball through. How do you see working with your teammates, the chemistry that you've got in the group? Because it seems like you're all singing off the same hymn sheet. Yeah, well, you know, getting to train with each other once a week, you get to build that chemistry, and even for the goal for Ryan, I've been playing with Ryan now the last 12 years, so we have that chemistry all along, but it definitely helps being able to train together every so often. So. Yeah, absolutely, and we saw, didn't we, on the pitch, a wonderful game of football, but it was also added to by the atmosphere. The crowd, both Ireland and Scotland rather, well represented. A word for the fans, they were awesome today, weren't they? The fans are brilliant, both sets of fans, and we know what Scotland and Irish fans are like, and I think the game on the pitch is a great advocate for CP football as well. Like 2 very evenly matched teams went at it for the whole 60 minutes, so and I don't think you'll get much closer games than that throughout the tournament. Yeah, hopefully we keep seeing more like that, that's what we want to see. But Dylan, congratulations, you are our IFCPF Capelli man of the match. Thanks very much. That presented to you by our CEO Ashley Hammond. Well done.
Congratulations, great
on
game.
The award,
well
and well played this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
I was waiting for the car and there was a man complaining about his car. That's not what was that car. And his car's got a few bumps and whatever, so your dad did a video but he gave us a lot of the stuff that they can about. What a smashing game of football we've just seen here at Loughborough University. 2 each between Scotland and Ireland, a game that wasn't decided until the very last. So one of the closer games that we will likely see in these IFCPF Men's Euros, and the first of 3 is run and done. We've got a couple more good games for you. Germany and the Netherlands is next up at 4 o'clock. We hope you can join us. Until then, from Oliver Walker-Peel, take care, stay safe, and goodbye for now.